Everybody, and welcome to Lancashire. I'm just on the outskirts of Wigan, somewhere a bit different today, and I'm on the hunt for not one but two former railway viaducts, and were quite commonly declosed in the 1950s and 1960s. These lasted until the 1970s, I believe. 1971 for one of them and 1973 for the second one. I'm around about a quarter of a mile out. I'm hoping to find it down there. I've got the River Douglas flowing just down there, so that might be a giveaway for locals of where I'm going. I'm going to push on following this road and hopefully we'll find these two railway viaducts. This road I'm following, got former railway sleepers, look, holding up the barbed wire and probably stopping the land from slipping a little bit. I don't think we're far away. This is a private road, but it's also a public footpath too. So that there looks distinctly like track bed, doesn't it? Nice and flat, so I think we are very, very close to where we need to be. This line opened on the 5th of June in 1882, and the route of it as it heads off north actually passes below the second viaduct that we've hopefully come to find. They didn't crisscross, but it was more like one viaduct went one way and then the other one just above it went the opposite way. I think I can see brickwork coming up. Now today we're in Wigan, and we've not come to look at a pier or go and find some cakes near Chorley. We've come to look at two long disused railway viaducts. Just look at all the railway lines that were in and around Wigan, Wigan being dead in the centre. Multiple colours of lines, blue, purple and green, and the red ones are the ones that are still active today. You can get a train service on any of those lines, or you might see a freight working. Now we're going to move slightly north of Wigan to look at the former railway line which joined onto the current West Coast main line, and that has got a viaduct on it known as the Douglas Valley Viaduct, and also to look at the remains of a second viaduct on a completely different railway line which actually crossed over the previous line I just mentioned. Let's zoom in a little bit and you can see it more clearly. Now the purple line going from top to bottom, that joined onto the active West Coast main line. That again is the red line, and that had the Douglas Valley Viaduct, also known as the 20 Arches. And for many decades the viaduct carried passenger trains and also coal and other freights across the valley. Passenger trains running from Manchester to Windermere and Blackpool used the line until the 1960s, and it closed to freight in the early 1970s. Now with the Douglas Valley Viaduct opening in 1882 with a height of 50 feet across the valley, the Boars head-haigh Viaduct opened earlier in 1869, and there's a lot less remaining of this one. It once carried 7 55-foot wrought iron spans across the pillars, now locally known as the Dominoes. Now this line, it was still used by passenger trains up until January 1960, but was closed completely on the 5th of October 1971. This is looking a bit of a state, isn't it? I mean, I've already seen two signs warning of falling masonry. This is in quite a bit of disrepair, isn't it? Look at that. I wonder who is actually responsible for the maintenance or upkeep of this, because the state it's in, it does need some work on it, doesn't it? And that's just from the first bit that we've seen already. We'll go over here. You can already clearly see the erosion and the brickwork that's crumbled, look. It's astonishing, isn't it? That is locally known as 20 Arches, the 20 Arch Bridge, but there's actually only 19 spans, 13 brick like the one I'm underneath now, and another 6 which are iron and concrete. So it looks like we're at the end where the brick arches are. I don't think we can get on top of this one, but I'll see if I can at least get onto the track bed, and we'll see what it does look like. Just look at all this, it's crumbled away. Oh my goodness. That is extraordinary, isn't it? Look at it. Carefully just make my way around the other side. That is bonkers. Look at that great big crack just there, look. And a slug. Another section. Getting ready to fall away, isn't it? A few trees growing underneath. There's another great big crack there, look. Wow, more separation of bricks, isn't it, than cracks. There's a few cracked ones there. Let's see if we can get around against the next one. There's a wheelbarrow there, it's quite random. So the archers are going to drop down. Now they're old posts from up there. There's some more there, look. It does appear that if we can safely get down there, which I will attempt, we can be at the very bottom. Yeah, there's some sort of path there, look. Let's go. So we now made it to a central section, so it looks like the iron and brick sections are, and the concrete are on the central. I'm expecting to find arches on the other end. You can see those iron troughs going across there, look, and there's concrete either side of it too. So it's a completely different formation. The brickwork, there's still some bits look just like that bit there, which don't look very good at all. I think I should be able to get the drone up there at some point as well, and you'll be able to see on top a little bit better. So this, I believe, is the tallest part of the entire viaduct. We've got the River Douglas just there, look, you see that? Look how high it is. That's so huge, isn't it, compared to those archways that we stood under right at the very beginning. I'm going to try and navigate this. I've got decent shoes on, should be alright. That's it. Yeah, so there's the River Douglas just there, look. So yeah, we are going to get the problem of the river being there, aren't we, and getting to the other side. Not quite worked out how we're going to do that yet, because this, I don't think, is the actual footpath that I'm on either. Hang on, we can get down here a little bit. There we go, look. So there's a little weir down there, and wow, look at the state of that. Can you see that? Look at that decay. Goodness gracious. Back to the arches as well, look. So it seems where the arches are, the brickwork is in far worse condition. Now we've left the Douglas Valley Viaduct behind, as we attempt to get around to the other side of it. But through there you might notice that just there, that is the remains of one of the Boars head-haigh viaduct pillars or stanchions. locally known as the Dominoes. So this must have been in much worse state than the first one, because for that to still be standing with its arches in the condition that's in, that's surprising. I believe these were iron again going across. You can just see actually the little bits sticking out, look, still in that one. There's none in this one. I can't really get around there. I may attempt, although there are nettles. If I can get over here carefully. No, I thought I just nettled myself then, but it was bracken. Oh. There we go, that's as far as I'm going to go. You can see the other pillars just through there, look, absolutely huge. I mean, look at that, it's more like a chimney. That is amazing, isn't it? We do need to get on the other side of the river, but I'm going to see if we can get around there as well and have a look at these a little bit closer. So where I said earlier the lines do cross each other, the other viaduct ends around about there, then it's back onto embankments, and then it would have passed underneath this line before shooting off over in that direction. So essentially it is a complete cross just over there. So that there is quite clearly track bed, nice and flat, but very, very high. Quite an embankment there, isn't there? So that has got to be the line that goes off to the Dominoes, the Boars head-haigh viaduct. Let's see if there is an opportunity to get up there, but it does look very, very steep. Probably that way, I think. Oh, there we go, made it up. There we go, look. So we're on the embankment of the Boars head-haigh line. So we're not going to find anything up here, but it's just pretty cool getting up here, isn't it? Actually managed to get along here a little bit. I can see one of the pillars coming into sight just there. Bloody hell, look at that. Cool, not going near that. Oh, that's just collapsed. So we can go around, look. There we go. So that's where our viaduct began. And the iron or steel trough would have gone shooting over there, and there's the first of those support beams, look. Wow, that hole is extraordinary in there. I think it's just where this has been built up and it's just collapsed. I wonder what that was for. That's huge, isn't it? That piece of wood. And that's a coping stone just there, look. Quite a few bricks littered about. So it's something to do with signalling, or there's not going to be wooden beams like that for supporting, is there? Shall we go down and have a look at this one? It's not that steep. Looks like there's remains of a sleeper over there. Or something. No, it's not a sleeper. But it had to have had something to do with it. Look at that, look at these here, these are great, aren't they? Wow. You can just see the cut sections where it's been chopped off as well, just up there. I think there's 6 of these. And down there, No, I think it was the one after that. We were stood at the bottom next to the river. I can't see the river down there. But again, the other side, look, is the other end of those support rods that are going through the wall. It looks like it's slightly leaning. That's marvellous. So I've met up with the track bed again. Look, it's more at the same level now. It will be just there, and I've just had a look over there, and it just drops down onto private farmland. And then the River Douglas is there again, which ends up going off towards the Leeds and Liverpool Canal shortly up there. The viaduct's back that way, so there's nothing for me to do at this end other than walk back this way and get back to the very first viaduct, the Douglas Valley Viaduct, and see if we can, well, A, I want to fly the drone, which hopefully you've already seen some of that footage. B, I want to get up on the embankment on the other side to see if we can see along the top on track bed level. And C, it'd be nice to see if we can still find a way to get the other side somehow before we give up for the day. You see, as I leave that track bed behind up there, this almost looks like another track bed just here. It really, really does. I wonder if this somehow joined both lines together and it was like a spur. I mean, I usually do well, I have done my research before, but I may have missed that off. So if there's anything to tell you about it, I'll look at Rail Map online and show you. There you see, I've just ran up and had a look, but it looks like this is going up, whereas the 20 Bridges Viaduct, Douglas Valley, is lower. So what this was, or if it was anything, don't know. Now we can see on Rail Map Online it was indeed as expected, a spur that joined both railway lines together. There is the Boars head-haigh Viaduct, and here is the Douglas Valley Viaduct, and we're stood right next to this former track bed. We've just jumped on top of it, and you can see at the bottom down here and the top just up here, there are two junctions connecting both lines. I just feel like I've been walking around these woods for absolutely ages now. I've got the Blair Witch Project vibes going on. Track bed's still over there. I can see a massive embankment, so I know I'm going the right way. I just don't think these are actual paths, and I'm just having a bit of a free-for-all. I'm back at the Douglas Valley Viaduct now. I've made it out of the woods. They were pretty creepy in there. I didn't really like it all that much. I'm not a wuss, but it just felt like I was being watched, even though I probably wasn't. Probably just the animals. But there's a weird eeriness about it. So back here again, I brought you around the other side, look. And there's that main section over the River Douglas. And there is a little weir over there. That looks like someone's garden to me. It looks well manicured, like a orchard. So we wouldn't have been walking on that side anyway. And the other track bed I can just see, you can't, but it's just there in the distance. We're going to walk back up this side now and show it you from the opposite side. What makes it more creepy as well is the fact the leaves are falling now. It is middle of October, you can see them falling all around, and that's what I keep hearing. Squirrels darting around as well, probably preparing for hibernation. I actually only saw these two viaducts by chance when I was looking at something else, and then ironically somebody sent me an email a couple of days later telling me about them. So it was really weird. I knew nothing about them. They're viaducts that I can't say I've really seen on social media. Anybody really seems to put photos on, so hopefully I can put that right. We're almost at the southern point now where we began. Looks like one of the arches have actually been bricked up down here on this side. Did I not notice that before from the other side? Oh, it's been bricked up, hasn't it? How weird. It's almost like it was built like that, and then the central arch has just been bricked. That's a different colour brick in there. It's almost like it's been built to a similar height to that one, and then filled in. Let's run around the other side again and have a little look. I think that's the... no, I don't know if that's the road or not. We'll have a look. Again, these posts have got to be from up top, haven't they? Surely. I can't see what it would be because they've got steel fencing along the edge, but they do look like they fell. So there is that bricked up section there. Let's run around. I did come under here on the way down because I've just seen the wheelbarrow that we saw at the beginning, so we did come this way. Oh, that's really weird, isn't it? So this side there's no arch at all, but it's bricked up. It's a solid brick section. But on the other side, oh, look at that sandstone there. On the other side, take note of that. I'll run around. It is, oh, you're not really good to see it, but it's that. It's like an arch just there. It's bricked up and it's wider. Maybe that's where the 20 arch name comes from, and that is the 20th arch, and it's just not included in the count. Right, there's the wheelbarrow again. So what we're going to do now is get back to where we began, so that's the way we came through. It's got all that decay and rubble. Let's go this way if we can, just so oh, that's nasty, isn't it? So back at the start, look, the very first arch. I'm on the footpath and the private road. Don't think there's going to be any way that I can get to have a look at the track bed. Looks like it's all security fenced off too. That was absolutely marvellous. Very, very tricky and difficult and slippy I did land on my hand once, but I managed to get the muck off. So, Douglas Valley Viaduct, 19 arches. But is it 20? Were they not counting that one that was bricked up and never really an arch? That could be the 20th arch. Who knows? Comment below on that one. And also Boars head-haigh Viaduct, not much left of it. Locally known as the Giant Dominoes. We got close to it, didn't we? Saw the track bed. And also it was very difficult to get the drone over there because I couldn't get anywhere to take it off nearby. But I got a little bit of footage. So that's it. Thank you very much for watching. Please like, subscribe, comment below. Any more suggestions for up here in the northwest? And I'll come back again and we'll take a look at it. See you in the next one. Bye bye.